the popularity that's gained from the show, it's kind of crazy to me. It's kind of nerve-wracking a little bit.
I think that's what people like about you the most.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you don't seem to notice. You're kind of like a bad bitch that don't know she fine. Pause that.
Wow.
Pause, nigga. Pause.
I put this on everything.
Party people.
I love
It's your boy,
my
MAZ.
my clothes. I thought I told you this is my world, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, party people in the place to be. It's your boy, MAZ.
Alright. Fuck, I wanted to hit that harder, man. I wanted to be right on point for that, man.
All good.
It's all good, man. We got my guy.
Skrills.
You know what I mean?
Sir.
Southeast.
Still hot out here.
Just trying to find shade whenever possible, you know what I mean?
Skrill's intro is busting.
I mean, the South, he holds it down for the South, man.
Hold it down for the South.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people out there counting on me.
That's the truth, man. That's
Straight
the
up.
truth.
Yeah.
Straight up and down. And then to my right, someone got to hold the Northeast down. It can't just be me.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
7-8, you know what I mean?
Don't worry about it. 7-8 the game, baby. We out here, man. You know it.
Ladies and gentlemen, IQ is in the building.
Look, I've been hanging out with MAZI'S, surf music, cushion kamikazes. I know all your secrets, nigga, Clintons and Benghazis. Suckers in my bleachers, I do features in they cabin. I know you been watching. Stone. Yeah, only pop shots when the shot's important. Robert Dory, get your stats, I want that money in the glory. Son of Lamar, wrote the ball right off a Dory. On my way to bitches, but that shit's another story. Yeah, half these niggas bugging bore me. Half these niggas boring. Switch your fucking story. These niggas dummy rap. You wasn't rapping before me. I could bring that era back. Glory, top of the morning. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yo,
What's going on, my brother?
man, I'm here, dog. What you mean? I'm here. Take a look around, man. Mama done fuck around and made it, man.
Come on, man.
Listen,
You know the fucking vibes.
I know this is supposed to be different and everything, man, but
You feel right at home, huh?
this is us, man. This is
We
us.
do this shit.
I feel good to be here, man. This is first of all, the setup is beautiful.
Yeah.
I wanna humbly say to y'all, man, congratulations on the success, man. The shit y'all been doing, man.
Nah, man, I
You know,
appreciate it, man.
I'm a big fan, man. And we started this as just me and you, man. Just the grown man section.
Dog,
man.
what?
We done came a long way.
From the grown man section to us having microphones in front of us, dog, and literally talking our shit, man.
I feel called my mama, man. Mama done made it.
Oh, man, that's
man,
crazy.
it's a pleasure being here, man, and thanks for having me out, man. I really, really, really wanted to get by here, man. I finally made it to MAZI'S
Nah, man,
World.
listen, it's about time because we've been talking about bringing you on for a while, man.
Right,
And,
right.
Absolutely.
And now that you're here,
Let me play you one of my favorite
listen,
IQ
man,
joints,
let's,
bro.
yeah, why not, man?
Let's give some flowers real quick.
I think it's only right that IQ is here. You know, one
you
of
got
the
up there?
one of the
Yeah,
one of the
yeah,
bricklayers of the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let it be known.
That's right. Look here, man. Look here. That's a tour through the parent pantry, man.
Come on, man.
You ain't been on the Northeast if you ain't fuck with the parent pantry.
That's a
dog.
fact.
Hey. That's nostalgic, man. I ain't seen this video in a minute.
Yeah, every now and then I put it on just to get my
Shout
mind
out
right.
Ace One Studio, man.
Oh, wow. Shout out to Ace One.
Yeah. Shout out Granny, man.
Shout out Granny, man. Come on. Mr. Will, the coolest.
You know it. The coolest in the town.
Blood and pneumonia. Lately, I've been on that board.
Oh, shit. Who's that? Wait a minute. Hit the pause button.
Let's go back.
Bring that back, man.
Pause.
He look a little familiar.
Come down, selector.
Hey, man, look.
Hey.
Look, this is when the beer was barely coming. Look at that.
That's a fact. It was barely coming in right there.
Got a little luster to it. You know it was going
Yeah,
somewhere.
man.
Yeah, he glowed up now. He glowed up now.
Mama, look at your boy, man.
New episode with Good Morning. Yeah, you can write a song off the shit I'm on. I represent
My real aunties, man.
Come on, man. You got to have the family in the video,
My
bro.
real little cousin. My
Look at you
real
out here shadow
granny,
boxing, man. Come on.
Oh, that little Shane boy. I'm my little cousin.
Oh, wow.
Super dope, man. Yeah, this is one of my favorite joints, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
I think
Appreciate it.
this is definitely like if you were to literally have a time capsule, man, and you want to describe the city of San Antonio when it comes to the music and everything, that song and video has to go in there.
Yeah, man.
Most definitely.
We sit in these studios. It's crazy nostalgic and shit when I see shit like this.
Yeah.
But like we sit in these studios and like we spilling our soul. You know, we telling real life stories, and then the next step is to try to breathe some life into the visual. You know what I'm saying? And sitting up looking at this stuff, man. Crunk, I think Crunk shot this video, man.
Yeah.
Shout out my dog Crunk, man. Everybody that was in the video, man. If you ever go back and look at my catalog, man, it's all like really organic. That's the kind of videos, the visuals I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I like to be creative with the shit, but
absolutely,
you know, I'm not really big on you know, bringing the whole block. Maybe one day we'll have the whole North East out one day. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
This video means a lot to me, man, because it's like, it's not really starring me, it's starring the city. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm looking at this video, man, DJ homeboys that mess with me over the years. Some of my homegirls, shit.
See J-Boy in the mix.
Yeah,
is that Nappy? Oh man,
Nappy,
come on, the legend.
Nappy, J-Boy. I mean, it's just like a track record for me. Like the people that really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I think a lot of rappers lose sight of that, you know, we really can't do nothing if you ain't got the people, you know, pushing you along. And a lot of my music career was, you know, people being like, go get them, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, this is off 7-8, man. You got to get out there and say it, but nobody else will if you don't. So,
for sure.
You know, definitely one of my favorite videos, man. I love to see it, man.
Absolutely.
They still give it some run, man. You know?
Yeah. I mean, every time it comes on the memories, or, you know, even just skimming through my YouTube algorithms and all that, I see it pop up and I'm like, I got to get this video a spin, man.
Ain't nothing better than being in the club and they play you.
Oh man!
Wow!
It's got to be a feeling.
It's a waste.
Or even in moments where you're in the hood and you just hear a car pass by and that shit blasting IQ.
Hello.
And I'm gonna be honest. I think that's a better feeling.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fret.
For sure.
Because I mean, it's your people
sure.
in your hood.
Yeah, it really depends where you at. But like you know, we used to sting outside that car wash right there off of Lake Bend East.
Oh
wow! Yeah. Niggas sit on, hey. They pull up in the slab and they do it. They might see you out there and turn it on, man. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
It's a very good feeling.
Yeah, man. Why not?
I never forget it. I had a beat tape out, Beats and Sports Center, which is a wild title, by the way, but
that's perfect. That's perfect.
And the inspiration behind that tape, in case y'all didn't notice, I was literally making beats while watching Sports Center and literally trying to create the score for certain, you know what I mean, certain sports situations, and really just kind of create a beat that went along with Blake Griffin dunking on somebody. Or
is that your process?
A lot of times, yeah.
Like sonically, you giving these beats, like I guess a theme.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I thought that beat tape that you made that one song was
the Passport Dreams one.
No. What was the one with Lil L on the cover?
Oh, that was Converse.
Yeah.
That album was crazy, man. It was literally half was instrumentals and half was actual records, man. That one was.
When I would describe it to someone, it was just like, yo, this is my homie's love letter to his home city, hometown.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's important. Like, that's the best projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you was a kid and you would jam Mobb Deep or you would jam Nas, and they basically telling you about a place you'll never go to, man.
Right.
I ain't never been to Queensbridge.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Still to this day.
Yeah.
Right.
But you feel like you got a sense of what it's like to be in Queensbridge every day, man.
Sure.
So we need them albums, man. Converse definitely needed that album, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Our little corner, our little nook of the world, baby.
Yeah, man. and just to go back to what you were saying, it's no better feeling than to have someone, you know, you in the intersection, me personally, Kitty Hawk and Topper Wine, trying to go to McDonald's, get some breakfast in the morning. Here goes a car knocking, you know what I mean? Whichever joint was playing, it was crazy, man. Money Rolls.
Oh, Money Rolls.
Money Rolls is crazy. Money Rolls is crazy.
Shout out KP.
Yeah, shout out to KP, man. Then the joint worldwide, like, come on, man.
It's been a crazy journey, man. Like,
it really has.
You know, I'm kind of living this second life now. So now we podcasting and we get a chance to tap in with these kids and they doing their music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We talking to the Bankrolls of the world, and
Yes.
we talking to the Daniel Leones of the world, and it's always amazing to me to see like where their mentals at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because to us, I remember that was the celebration. You know what I'm saying? If my dog pull up in a Regal and he slapping something I recorded,
we out of here. It's like there's no better feeling.
I don't even talk about rap no more, man. Right now I feel like, you know, somebody might be like, but I ain't seen you on BET.
Right.
There's only one Jay-Z though, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's millions of neighborhood rappers, fam.
Right.
And to me, the whole goal was always to me, nobody's rapping for 7-8. I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna embellish. I'm not gonna say that we move fucking 50 kilos a week.
Yeah.
This is San Antonio, man. Right off of 78, right up the street from Kirby, man.
Come
you know
on,
what
man.
we doing over here. So
Yeah, man.
to me, it was the most important thing. You feel me? And I remember back in the New Illuminati days,
Yeah.
like talking to Bam, and
Yes.
a younger Yoda,
Yes.
and watching this progression. You know, you really can be like, man, I could see these niggas, man. They might touch down on BET one of these days. And if they don't, I hope both of them is at home right now enjoying the journey. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Just knowing, like, man, there's people in my city that's gonna go to Vegas, they gonna go to Miami, they gonna go to LA, and they gonna hold down for me.
Yeah.
They gonna be like, man, bump this shit, dog. This my nigga out of San Antonio. Nigga, fuck what y'all talking about.
Right.
And that's what it's about to me. You know, that's always been the sport to me. It's beautiful, man.
It's beautiful, and really get into the new Illuminati. Look at this classic photo, dog.
Look at these guys.
Wow.
Who knew, huh?
Who knew?
Who knew? I think that night was some motherfucking crazy ass argument and shit, right?
Right. There was a lot of discussions had at that table, man.
Discussions is a kind word.
Question. Yo, my guy Hits, man. Shout out
Hits, man.
K-Star front center.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wesley, Polo.
Wes.
Come on, man.
Can't forget Nas and
Nas Polo.
Yep.
Mr.
Polo.
Will J.
OVO Polo.
OVO Polo. It's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man. This is wild to even look at that picture, man. That's shit. I don't know when that was.
So I did have a question, IQ, because a big reason why I even started listening to podcasts.
Yes, let them know.
Was because a friend of mine, Marcus, was like, yo, check this shit out real quick.
Right.
And he sent me the link to the new Illuminati joints. Now, out the gate, I was like, fam, you want me to listen to something for an hour and a half? 2 hours sometimes? But I gave it a go, and there was one particular episode, I can't really remember which one it was, but I love the concept of y'all discussing something, and then y'all would play some joints.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Within the program.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking, like, man, this is dope because this is centered around the place I'm at, which is San Antonio, which is
there you go.
Conversations being had regarding, you know, artists that y'all brought on or that y'all were talking about and so on and so forth.
Right.
So from that point on, I was like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah.
The podcast shit is dope.
Well, it's important to say that everybody in that picture at this time, it's like a snapshot in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nobody at that table knew what they was doing. It's the craziest thing. I didn't do podcasts at all. Not even like Combat Jack or none of the classics. I wasn't doing no podcasting. I think it started with Polo, a conversation between Polo and J-Boy. They pulled me in. We sat down and talked about the possibilities. I was excited about the idea of, you know, telling our story.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Representing, especially from my standpoint, because I was cool with so many of these rappers that we ended up showcasing. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I was already thinking if the world could get a load of Sos or Avar or Khalid or Tony Stacks. Yeah. The list goes on, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? We just kept bringing guys in, and the more people would listen to us, the more we was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The more we was like, you know, we sitting around behind closed doors. And what's wild about New Illuminati is we was already having the podcast, like in my living room, like in my living room all the time.
It just wasn't recorded.
Yeah. We was having these fights, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get this collective together. Everybody in this picture took part in music in the city on a various level. And our opinions are strong. We're strong-minded, strong-willed. You know, I could have a fight with Polo for 2 hours, whether Andre 3 Stacks is the best rapper alive. You know what I'm saying? And we was doing that naturally anyway. So we thought it would be a good listen. And then it took on a life of its own. You know what I'm saying? We had some growing pains, of course. We all grew together.
Yeah.
That's why when we sit down in this place and I see what Mazi's doing, I see what y'all are doing, it's like all extended family to me. Because this picture's like literally where it started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And that's why I bring it up, man, because again, I was like you. I didn't know what it was. I got introduced to it. And then I do remember vividly, like, Mozzie being in the grown man section. I thought that shit was dope. Where you could just invite homies and they just kind of chilling.
Off camera, man. The grown man section was where it was popping.
Listen, man, I'm telling you right now.
But you're absolutely right, IQ. I mean, I'm sure there were others at the time or maybe starting, but this was the most like, you know, eclipsing one that was out there, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Especially if you were in the hip hop scene or anything like that. Yeah. There was even a few episodes y'all did where it went into politics. Y'all brought in some people from the city.
Yeah.
You know, which was, which you didn't really see. You know what I'm saying?
It was great. A lot of the success that people have in general, it's going to be about timing and it's going to be about, you know, a snapshot in time. You know what I'm saying? I always brag being an older rapper from out here that it's no new rapper that's going to be able to touch what we had to do. You know, coming up in the early 2000s or late 2000s, you know, the things we had to do because there was no kitchens to run to. You feel me? There was no, my cousin got a Pro Tools set up in his bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do that. I feel like people that had to come off of that mold, they always going to represent a time period that it's hard to go back to.
For sure.
And yeah, like you say, there might have been some podcasts in San Antonio at the time. I wasn't aware of many except for was it Norman with the sneaker
get in the van. Yeah. Shout out Norman, JD.
Yeah. And we studied those. The few that we had that we could listen to and look at and try to figure out what they were doing. We had to drive a road that wasn't paved yet. You know what I'm saying? Because this was for us. It's a lot of emotion in the room. You get these group of guys in here.
For sure.
And a lot of what we was doing was my passion to say San Antonio got the hardest rappers. We should put them out here. You know what I'm saying? We should, you know, I got a bunch of people in LA and I used to live in Virginia for a long time. So I was confident that my people would be into what we was doing.
Yeah.
Same time, you know, we felt like San Antonio was never really repped the right way. You know, during this time period, a lot of people was leaning towards Houston.
Yes.
A lot of people was leaning towards Dallas.
Yes.
The personality of this city was getting lost. You know what I'm saying? Why would that be?
It's better coming from you than me, because every time I say it, I sound like a hater. That's I'd rather you say it, but go ahead.
But you had them thoughts though, right?
Absolutely. I said it out loud plenty of times.
The wild shit is I still work, man. So I'm still doing features with a lot of younger rappers. I was just chopping it up with Ant Fish the other day.
Shout out to Ant Fish, my guy, man.
So, and Fish is not crazy young, you know what I'm saying? He's younger than me. But he comes from a different time period. I represent a time period. And,
sure.
You know, we're doing this music. We coming together. Obviously, I linked up with Intriago somewhere along the way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And we started doing music together. So you start sharing these ideas and these stories. A lot of these newer kids, they going to get the benefit of saying, I'm from San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? I went out to LA, told niggas in their eyes that I'm from San Antonio, nigga.
Yeah.
Because I remember a time when people were scared to do that.
They would say I'm from Houston or I'm from Dallas.
Right. They nervous.
You
know what I'm saying? San Antonio wasn't nothing to rep.
Let it be known. Fuck your home, this is the tone.
Fuck your home, this is the tone.
You see what I did there, right?
Like that.
Wow. I'm kind of nice.
I think I'm getting older and I'm softening. You know what I'm saying? So I won't never say that I can understand where a person is moving, where, you know, what's causing him to feel that way. But I think it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? And I think as a man that you have to figure out, do I want to lash out at this thing, be mad at this thing, or do I want to change this motherfucking thing?
Right. Sure.
New Illuminati was us trying to change this motherfucking thing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go door to door and knock on every rapper's fucking door and be like, yo, nigga, you should be proud of being from the Northeast. Nigga, 7-8 gang, nigga. I ain't finna do all that for nobody, but I will lay a foundation, hopefully.
Yeah.
And like I said, none of us knew. None of us had any idea, but New Illuminati became a pretty big deal.
Being that y'all didn't know what it was and what it was going to be.
Right.
I'm not going to say overnight, but damn near, right? Was y'all's overnight kind of like popularity and accepting of y'all's platform, did that help the brand or did that kind of like cause some turmoil because it wasn't, especially J-Boy, shout out to J-Boy, he knows it. That's the homie. But he walked around like talking that shit, like y'all, everybody else sucks. We the ones.
He definitely was. He was popping that shit,
you know? But there wasn't. I'm not saying he's lying, but there was like, you could see how that would cause others to be like, nah, I ain't fucking with them.
Yeah,
no. You know what I mean?
Well, he wasn't lying.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
But yeah, of course, is the answer to your question is both.
Yeah,
it helped the brand a lot. You know, in this game, even in music, but in the podcasting game too, I guess in entertainment in general.
Yeah,
the turbulence is good for you.
Yeah, right.
It's not good for your soul. And I'm always worried about everybody's soul. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the bread and you know, the bitches and the good nights at the club, getting your name screamed by the DJ, all that shit is cool in the moment. But see, I've been to the penitentiary, so I live life like that now. Because you find out the hard way, like when you popping, everybody love you, and then when you gone, you gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they put you in a dark hole, nigga, you gone. Nobody gonna call you. Ain't nobody gonna write you. It's a moment in time, and you gotta embrace the moment in time. So you have success, you want to pop your shit. You feel what I'm saying? I was the guy in the room that always was like, you know, it was combative. I was breeding the combat. I wasn't, Mazi will tell you. Yeah. I'm not the kind of guy that'll say because we barking at each other that it's a bad thing, because I feel like metal sharpens metal. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
In that room, it was a turbulent room. Nobody could say I survived the new Illuminati and I'm soft about it. It was no, so it was real friends. We have strong opinions about every fucking thing. And the more success we had, the more we had to scrape about.
Gotcha.
So we scraped. You know, we did what, you know, we were all from a certain background, and we knew what we knew, how to deal with certain situations. So it was a lot of infighting, creative differences.
Yeah.
But a lot of respect. So the answer is like both ends of the scale. You know what I'm saying? We were definitely, friendships were in jeopardy. I will say to this day, we all managed to hang on to that. You know, to this day, we like a big family.
Word, that's good to hear.
Absolutely,
That was another question I had, but that's good to hear.
No, it was no real fallouts, but it was close. It was close. A couple nights that you didn't know.
It's crazy too.
Call me back, but I should have said that shit. Nah, that got out of control.
But it's crazy to say, because I think like a lot of those turmoils was literally due to literally trying to expand the brand.
Yeah.
And what could we do to make it better and more visible for people to see?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
and I know everybody kind of just wanted good for the new Illuminati podcast and you know, the brand itself, but when it comes to creative differences, man, it's kind of hard to really see the vision from everybody else, to literally put it out there and be like, yo, this is what I see versus, well, I see it this way. You know what I mean?
Like I said, I'll look at it, I approach it like Michael Jordan probably would look at it, like Kobe would probably look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I look at it like you need that kind of, if you're not going to push each other, then we're not going to succeed.
For sure.
We ain't going to get this ring. But that pushing, you know what it did for Kobe. You know what it did for MJ. You know, that pushing sometimes makes you have casualties. And we should write a book one day, man. It's new.
Nah, for sure, man.
I might be one of the first people like within the gang to actually speak out openly about the behind the doors with New Illuminati, but it was turmoil. It was hectic. It was a lot of big personalities clashing, and also potential.
Absolutely.
There's so much potential in
endless.
You know what I'm saying?
Endless
And
potential.
me and Mazi weren't even on the microphone at this point.
Right.
Crunk wasn't on the microphone at this point.
Right. We were all sitting in IQ's spot.
Wow.
That house didn't seen a lot.
And I was gonna say,
Seen a lot.
yeah, and then and look at us now.
Small little house off the northeast, man. Right there off of Parambisi.
And look at us now, man, with two jumping podcasts out here, man.
It's a beautiful story to me, man. Like sooner or later, people will catch on to the story, because I think more than anything else, it sounds crazy as fuck to say, but there's some humble guys involved. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people. You're not gonna get much out of Question. You ain't gonna get much out of me. Knowing the great things Mazi's doing, he's a humble guy. You're not gonna get much out of Mazi. You know what I'm saying? Not as far as tooting my own horn.
I'd rather show you than to tell you.
Being humble is a blessing, because it moves you on to the next thing.
Absolutely.
And you know, if you're busy taking a bath and the shit you accomplished last week, you can't do nothing next week. You feel what I'm saying? So
I like that.
I love that.
I love that a lot.
hold on. I told my mama I was gonna call the first time that happened. Got one, baby.
I love this guy, man.
Got one, baby. I knew I would.
Come on, man.
Saying insightful shit tonight, mama. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Mazi with Mazi's World. We're going to be taking a quick break right here to introduce something new to the show. Now, y'all should know by now, I keep my ear to the streets. So we're going to be taking a brief intermission to quickly showcase an artist that we think y'all should be in tune with. So with that being said, Skrills, push the button, dog.
With friends that are only sons of music, so I'd rather sign myself and run it back when we recoup it. I know a couple girls ass down to fuck they best friends just to say they with us and ain't made it on that guest list. When we out of town, it's top floor up at that West End. If baby bad, you know she with us, ain't no question. So give your team a new view, that's what a boss is. Monopolize the market, then I calculate my options. I'm from a city where I got a plan that they gon' cross this. I know if I don't, I'll make myself an easy target. I'm talking about
So speaking of podcasts, man, the CSP, man.
That's right.
Listen.
That's right.
Dog, you're I mean, and you're one of my favorite voices on there because you speak your mind a lot on the show, man. Yeah. And also, it's crazy, like you said, coming from the grown man section.
Right.
You know, you throw your 2 cents in every now and then on the show and everything, but now on the CSP, it's like, nah, man.
It's an uncapped volcano, man.
I'm here and I'm letting it be known, man.
That's right. That's right.
So for those who don't know, man, or who may have not listened, if y'all have been under a rock, explain the CSP to the people, man.
The CSP
Cheap Suits Podcast for those
Cheap Suits Podcast.
Who don't know, you know what I mean? Star, Nas, you know what I mean? Cheap Suits.
The Cheap Suits Podcast is the brain trust of this kid Maserati Marcus and Crunk. Star DeMarco.
Yeah.
AKA, what is it now?
Is it Latino Heat?
Latino Heat.
I saw that.
He got a lot, man.
He got a lot, man. From Star Venus, Star DeMarco, now Latino Heat. That's crazy.
Yeah. Star deserves all the credit, man. Star, like you said, in this room with New Illuminati, there was obviously more talent to be cultivated. So the two of y'all started our Cheap Suits Podcast, man. I was a fan. And from there, once you decided to expand even more, Crunk reached out to me, my homeboy Nasty Norm, and then we became like this new iteration of what people are listening to now.
Big trio, man.
The trio. So
hold on, wait a minute before you continue. Look at this picture of Norm, man. Like he just got done benching at least 230.
He did. He did 5 push-ups for that picture right there, man. Just, hold on. Let me I think the reverse grips. That's where you really get the trapezius.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, get that popping. I see you. Okay, Norm.
Lower lumbar region going. Yeah, man. That's my brothers, man. And so this thing has kind of evolved into stream of conscious.
Yeah.
Which we believe is a fresh take on podcasting. You know what I'm saying? We don't have points. We don't come in with bullet points. We don't even really come in with topics that are hot. You know what I'm saying? We feel like if it don't come up in conversation between 3 brothers, how hot could it be? So we walk into a room every week with very little preparation.
Yeah.
And that's part of the template. That's for us what we felt like would separate us from everybody else.
Gotcha.
So we've been doing this thing, and the fucking response on this is it's like being a New Illuminati all over again.
Yeah.
Now I'll share this with y'all, man. I ain't shared this with nobody else. I hate podcasting.
Wait, huh?
Wow.
Why is that?
It's just against everything that I've ever been. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from a cloth of keep it inside. You know what I'm saying? Like information is power.
Yes.
In the streets, information can hurt you.
Yes.
In your personal life, even in the light of what you see with Instagram and Facebook and all that shit these days, I won't do that. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a knock for anybody that do. If you want to, social media is a social experiment. So you might be a guy that says, I want to treat it like a diary.
Yeah.
And show the world what I got cracking every day.
Yeah.
I'm a guy that's like, I'm going to give you my music that I'm doing. I'm going to give you my podcast that I'm doing. I'm going to show you a little glimpse of the vacation. Not too much, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Everything that happened after 10:30 on the vacation. It's not for public consumption. So, I mean, my life, in a way, my life could be stamped. It's not for public consumption. You know what I'm saying? It's what the conversation I had with Crunk when he called me. I had real apprehensions. Plus, I got a wild brain cell, fam.
Oh, I know.
I was born with a wild cerebral cortex. Man. There's a lot going on in there.
I was gonna say it looks like you kind of work more from the right side than you do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. But I just have a way in life that makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm a button pusher. I'm a critiquer. I feel like every great jewel that you ever gonna find in life is ever gonna be found when you push for it. You feel me? When you question every fucking thing.
Yeah.
And we live in a society where people don't like questions. Nah. They don't like to hear the uncomfortable. I feel like you can't be better tomorrow until you face the uncomfortable today.
Oh, come on.
Let me call my mama. Come on. Baby,
nah, you ain't lying.
You ain't lying though. Like that's a fact.
Fucking Bob.
You batting 1,000 right now.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Dead ass, man. I mean, it's crazy because even with New Illuminati, I had a skill set for engineering.
Yeah.
And then that took me through New Illuminati. We did the Conduit podcast after that.
Yeah.
Shout out Valencia and AP.
Yeah. Shout out Valencia and AP.
Mo family, and these are long nights chilling with people, getting to know them in the deepest, most intimate way.
Yeah.
And I'm not comfortable with people knowing me that intimately. And this show that we doing right here, it's intimate. It's crazy. Every episode, man, I get 25 text messages, man.
Yeah.
And women I ain't heard from in 25 years. You talking about me? Yes. Nigga, I was talking about you. So I mean, I'm warming up to it. You know what I'm saying? But it's anti what I've always been, so it's hard for me to do.
It's crazy because you starting to sound like me right now.
You feel like that sometimes?
All the time. Because I know Question, and shout out to Question, I don't even know if he wants me to say this out loud, but he told me all the time, he's like, dog, Mazi, you are a star, bro.
No, me and Question have had that conversation.
He was like, you are a star.
About you and Skrills.
Yeah, he was like, you are a star out here, bro.
Yeah.
And you may not realize it, but you are.
Yeah.
And it's, the popularity that's gained from the show, it's kind of crazy to me because it's not that I don't want it. Sure, like if people tell me the show is dope, cool, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? And I try to, stay low key about it, but it's kind of nerve wracking a little bit. I think because I'm not used to it.
I think that's what people like about you the most. Yeah, yeah, because you don't seem to notice. You're kind of like a bad bitch that don't know she fine. Pause that.
Wow.
Pause, nigga. Pause.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's true. It's the truth, right? It's a great analogy.
Yo, respectfully, that's very accurate.
Yeah. You like a bad bitch that don't know she fine, nigga. She's easy to be around. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that is hilarious. That's hilarious, bro.
I tell niggas a lot. Mazi's like, I tell you this a lot.
Yeah.
Mazi is like one of my favorite black men alive, dog. You're one of the greats. Niggas like, there's only like 7 niggas left. It's like LeBron James, Barack Obama.
Wait, wow.
And Mazi.
Wow.
Top 3. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
I tell people every day, nigga, about the time that I think we've been to a couple now, but we did South by Southwest as a unit one year.
Yes.
We all went out, had a little 2-bedroom suite.
Come on, man.
So I'm waking up next to Mazi every morning. Mazi got little L on the phone every morning. I'm telling her good morning too. Hey, baby. Got her on the FaceTime. I said, bruh, there's times like this you realize like this nigga's a better father than me. Probably call my fucking kids at some point. My kids gonna be like, Dad, what do you want? So, but it was eye-opening, man, and I think you wear that without you even really realizing that, it's just you. It's just a part of you.
Yeah.
And people can respect that. There's a humbleness that lives inside you, and there's an abrasiveness that lives inside me. Yeah. So those two things are different. You know what I'm saying? And people, this couch right here, people are gonna aspire to be on the couch. We was hoping that we could build something with New Illuminati where people we aspire to get our record on New Illuminati, my nigga. If we don't, are we really doing anything in San Antonio?
Yeah. Facts.
I think you guys have built something here that people will start to feel that way about. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big deal. It doesn't need to be bang my chest about it and shit, but you've achieved it.
Yeah. And
it's built around, it's Mazi's World, and it's a perfect name for the show because it's built around your humbleness, the element of your family, but your love for hip hop, your love for the city, it all shines through. Yeah. And it's a perfect storm, man. Question is right. And you know Crescent got a crazy ass eye for talent.
Yeah,
man.
he do. He really
knows what he's doing.
Shout out my guy, Question man.
Yeah, so we talked about it, and I think he's right, man. I think the sky's the limit, man, for MAZI'S WORLD. So
appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna wait for y'all niggas to get on. I'm gonna sue and act like I made up the whole idea.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting on the invite.
I'm lying in court, my nigga. Your Honor, my middle name is Mazi. Nigga, this nigga stole everything from me.
So I'm waiting on the invite to get pulled up to the CSP. Star.
Yeah, we got to do that, man.
Yeah, Star.
We gotta do
Star. He gonna be looking at this like, oh, word, okay,
word.
Yo, quick question: how do y'all handle his hoochie daddy shorts? Do y'all like?
Nah, you saw the reply on the story. He says he's a pioneer of the shorts.
He is. He absolutely is.
But right now, he looking like a genius, ain't he?
Right. Even in this picture right here, he got the thighs out, man.
Nah, we embrace that, man. I think the whole personality of the show is everybody is who they are.
Absolutely, which is dope.
Yeah,
super dope.
We're real friends. We would never discriminate against a man's thighs being out. You got to get the women what they looking for, man.
For sure, man.
You know, when it comes to Star, that's what they looking for, man.
Yeah, knowing Star, he got a line of them.
He bring the sex
ready.
To the show,
he got
man.
a line of them.
Ready,
you know.
You used to have a top ponytail. You didn't know about that, did you?
No, I did.
A man that with a ponytail could write his own ticket. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Another one. That's another one.
I'm on fire.
I see.
Nah, shout out my brothers though, man. I'm having an amazing time on the show. I'm not sure how long it'll last, man. I'm gonna keep saying this publicly. People don't like it when I say it, but I'm just being honest, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
We having a ill ride, and the one thing I will say that I love about it is, I've always had a thing. You know, I've been rapping probably since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Since I was 14, 15, it was my first girlfriend. You know, the only girlfriend I've ever really stuck in love with. So, this thing that's happening with rappers out here, you know what I'm saying? I think there's a danger to what's going on with rappers.
Yeah.
With the society, the way the society looks at rappers, and with the shit that's going on in rappers' heads. You know what I'm saying? Because I had good OGs around me when I was writing, when I was young. And they kept me away from, bro, exaggeration, cool. Embellishment, that's a little too far, bro. Right. You don't need to sell nobody on nothing that you really ain't. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're falling into a place now where everything's cap.
Facts.
Everything's lies.
That's a fact.
And sooner or later, you're going to be forced to make the lie the truth. You know what I'm saying? So we're losing a lot of lives for niggas that are trying to, you know, I done already put all this shit out here. That's energy.
Right.
Now I got to fucking be the thing that I lied about being on my album.
Right.
Now, if you ain't lying and you ain't doing all that, this ain't for you. But it's going to be a real issue in rap.
It's a fact.
Now that we do got the ability to go, okay, I could go to my cousin's crib. I'm in this dark room. I'm writing by myself. I can say whatever the fuck I want, man.
Right.
About whoever the fuck I want. And nobody's outside no more, bro. You know, with us, we really knew that everything I'm saying, I'm outside every day.
Right. Because let's be real, like San Antonio, I always joke around and say it's a small, big city.
Yeah, but I ain't even talk about San Antonio, man. And if you
talking about in general.
Well, once you start to build momentum,
true,
it's gonna take you places. You know what I'm saying? Like when I started the Minority Report mixtape, that was all done by a producer out of Memphis. So he caught wind of a track that I did on one of his beats. He liked it. He sent me more beats. I started working. I ended up out in Memphis.
Yeah.
So, you know, your work will travel you like that. And it'll be opportunities, small shows, you know what I'm saying? But you're small shows in other cities. So it's best that you are who you really are.
Yeah.
You can be that. I think hip hop is afforded 1,000 different personalities the ability to be yourself and do your thing if you really dope. And that makes me nervous sometimes, man. The way that the shift that's going on with the music. We losing a lot of rappers right now, dog.
Right. And prayers out to Lil TJ. He actually
prayers out to Lil TJ.
He actually going through it right now with his surgery and everything after being shot, which is crazy, man. Because a lot of that music, you know what I mean? The music that he's making, it putting that energy out there, come knocking at your front door.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's scary.
It's wild, man, because it's two sides of the story. Like I said, it's the rappers and what's in their head and what they feel like they need to say to sell albums.
Right.
And then it's the world, and the world looks at you the minute you say, I'm a rapper. Okay, well, I feel like I already know what you are though.
Right.
So in that sense, that's the thing I really love about doing the Cheap Suits podcast. Because I show the world in reality, yeah, everything that I ever wrote off of 78 was the truth.
Yeah.
I did all them things and made all them mistakes, but I was also being a dad that whole time. I got a political take. You know what I'm saying? I pay attention to the universe around me. Yeah. I have intricate thoughts on shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got thoughts that might fuck around and surprise you. So I'm hoping that will come back, that will grow, that niggas will understand that, bruh, a rapper is an aspect of your life. It's not your life. It's not what you are. It's a thing you do. It's not what you are, though. And it's cool, like I said, that you get these interactions with kids these days that's doing their thing. Yoda is big on that.
Yeah.
I think he's a champ.
Shout out to Yoda.
I think he's what the game needs.
Yes, I agree.
Man, he's not scared. He's not afraid to be himself. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to be a father. He's not afraid to be a boyfriend. He ain't afraid to be all the things that make you a human being, dog, outside of the fact that you could put bars together and shit like that. So that's my public service announcement for the day.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Listen, because I'm a fan of Yoda personally.
Yoda's a dope person.
Yes.
And he's an amazing fucking rapper, bro. But I recommend everybody sit in a room with Yoda, man. He gonna fuck around and surprise you.
Yeah, no, like I think a lot of rappers are scared to get in the same room with Yoda. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You should, man. Keep good weed, my nigga. Nigga, weed be choice. Man, you can tell, like, oh, you been shopping, nigga. You been out of Colorado? Nah, don't be scared. I mean, I get it. I get it. You might not want to be on the track with Yoda, but you know, be in a room with Yoda, man. It's probably gonna feed your soul a little bit, man. Yeah. That's what we need more than anything else.
Yeah, because I would love to get Yoda on the show, man, and chop it up with him to kind of get into his mindset a little bit.
I'm sure Yoda come sit down.
Yeah, I'm
sure Yoda come sit down.
Yoda, that's your invite. What's up, G?
Come on out, Kinfolk.
Absolutely.
Come on out, Kinfolk. It's comfortable. Yeah. Comfortable seats.
It's a comfortable seat.
Good decor, man.
Yo. You already know what part of the show this is. It's intermission time, which means we got another artist to showcase for y'all today. So be sure to refill your drinks, get your snacks, all that good stuff, and check out this artist. Skrills, you know what to do.
They tried to block me at the door, but I go in. All these voices in my head said go in. Big boss, nigga, I can put you out of work. Niggas tryna jug my style, but I did it first. My flow is dead, so I'm writing songs in a hearse. Nigga disrespect my name, get your ass murdered. And your bitch took me out a little surf turf. Then I put that dick on it, yeah, I know it hurt. I'm Tom Brady, you a rookie, nigga, Jalen Hurd. Nigga, I don't fight fair, shout out Uncle Kurt. Big rims on the whip so I can sit up. Ain't no slouching on these songs, nigga, sit up. Put your nigga underground, tell him get up. I keep shitting on these niggas, need to pull up. Nigga, go in.
Every time I have a convo with Question and you come up, he refers to you as
Shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So give me a quick timeline, man, because you've been doing music now for a minute.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you unfortunately went and got locked up for a minute and all that. Had you always been rapping prior to that? During, after, like?
Yeah, like it's hard to look at my life like a rapper because, I've always loved to rap. I'm pretty gifted doing it, but life, snatched me away more times than I could count. And Q will tell you about that. You know what I'm saying? Me and Q, our relationship is wild because we kind of were all birthed out of a small studio off of Parent Bottle called Motion Sonic. So, back in that day, Q was bubbling, getting this shit going. I was bubbling. I think Sos was working out of there. Nobody knew who none of us was, but we knew each other. And, Q was obviously the first one to go, he grew wings, he started flying, you know what I'm saying? And naturally you live through your homeboys. So at the same time, Q was doing that. Q was away. Q used to be real tight with another one of my brother's Verse.
Shout out Verse.
Yeah. Verse is a hella talent, man. It's crazy.
Another crazy pen, for real.
Yeah, it's the same kind of story, though. Like, the honest story is I was in the streets. And when you in the streets, I have time where, I'm working hard, I'm doing music, but then there's other times where I'm in the county. That takes away from everything you want to do, because the financial side of the business on a real rap side, you know, I'm not talking about mixtapes and shit like that.
Right.
On a real rap side, I had people that was willing to say, you know, we'll take you here, we'll do this for you, but nobody wants to do that if they feel like you're gonna be gone at any minute.
Right.
So a lot of that, man, a lot of setbacks. Early in my life, when I was younger, I was in the military, so I was gone. I wasn't even in San Antonio. So I guess the timeline goes, I was real young. I was in the military. I came back when I was gone and back before I was 21. So went around, seen the world a little bit, came on back home, got back to, that's when I linked up at Motion Sonic, started going around there, started getting some headway going, started working on music, and got myself locked up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it was getting locked up. I was a dad when I was 16 years old. So a lot of it just becomes life, you know, snatching away from your dream. And that's my story. It's an ugly story, man. It ain't like beautiful. Like, my fucking behind the music ain't gonna be pretty. It's gonna probably be a lot of niggas like, man, this nigga rock-headed, fam. He just would not stop, man. So, you know, that's I'm honest about that when I talk to people, because it's a lot of people's story. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of niggas that's really talented ain't gonna make it. You know? We still hear the story about Lenny Cook playing LeBron.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody know where Lenny Cook at today, man. God bless him. I hope he's well. But some niggas is meant to, some niggas are focused enough to be on that path. And my path was, that's how you become a 30-year-old rapper, a 40-year-old rapper. Because by the time I hit my stride, when I was about 28, 29, when I started getting some sense about me, I started understanding maybe I should pay myself out of this life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should start investing in lawyers so I could get out of this life. I say openly and honestly to my sons especially, but I say it so niggas could hear it. I think I got locked up my first time, like really being just in the county, not in prison or anything like that, when I was 17 years old. I was on paper from the time I was on 17 till I was about 34. Wow. So that's what you're going to give the state, my nigga, if you get involved in that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? 6 months of probation. You get your probation revoked. They're going to start you over. They're going to lock you up. You're going to sit for a while. You're going to be gone for some months. You're going to be back for some months. And every time that happens, you lose momentum as a rapper. So it gets hard. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it just takes time. And luckily for me, I was passionate about it. I loved it. I probably was never going to stop rapping. And it landed me where it landed me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a guy that looks back and has regrets. You know what I'm saying? I look back and I see lessons. So, you know, it landed me here. The great MAZI'S world.
Come on, man.
And you know, I'm not dead, so everything else is just a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying? But that's the real timeline of it all, man. I was in the military early on. I was involved with the state probably all them years in between. Right. Still floating around San Antonio. I lived in Virginia for a long time, but still floating around the city, still doing music, but then setting myself back. Then I washed myself, purified myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Let them know.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
To any nigga anywhere, man. That day that you get the streets out your life, man, you get some investments, you get some companies, you get some LLCs. It's a beautiful day, man. You feel like you rebirthed.
Yeah.
So now, you know, we doing the studio, we doing the podcasting, we doing the music thing, and everything feels like blessings to me, man. I say it every day.
Yeah.
So that's where we at today.
Absolutely, man. So, and Mazi and I have this because we've had a lot of younger artists.
Yeah. No, I've been following.
Right. And one of the things that I've always wanted to kind of figure out, if not just kind of understand better, is like the old guard. Mm-hmm. Which some of the names you mentioned are that versus the new guard with some of these newer artists like the Rich Gritties and the
Izzy 93s.
Izzy 93s and all these other ones that are bubbling in the new era, right?
Right.
That I feel like there has to be a bridge, right? There has to be some kind of, at least I would like to think there has to be some kind of like your lessons could be their opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Or your hardships could be their lessons rather, you know what I mean? But it just seems like one aisle don't reach to the other and vice versa. Is that clear? Am I mistaken in assuming that, or how do you see it?
Yeah, I think you're a little bit mistaken. I think your heart is in the right place. And I think every person that I name as well as the OGs out here that I could speak on even more from my guard.
Yeah.
Their hearts are in the right place. But a lot of us are, we damaged goods, fam. It's hard to ask for that level of humanity out of people that have been through a lot of the things that we've been through. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I don't think Bankroll was dope. I speak on it every day. I use my voice to big them up. But I have a mindset of they need to get their own lumps. Because if you take the lumps away from a man, then you lessen the man. Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And rap is a filthy fucking game. That's the jewel I give to every young rapper that I fucking bump into. Now, as far as my talent is concerned and my voice is concerned, I always have been open like that. Right. Yeah, I'll do a feature with you for sure if you ask. I'll work with you. I have these podcasts, these outlets where we bring younger rappers on like Bankroll and some of the other guys that we mentioned. Danny.
Eastside Fish.
Eastside Fish.
Yeah.
And Fish.
Yeah.
I mean, with us, with me, it's not so much of an issue because, you know, of course, I got great relationships with a lot of these people. Sos kind of reached this iconic status with a lot of the younger guard. They look at Sos as the guy.
Right.
So, and he's great. You know, me and Sos, little rabbit out the hat.
Yeah.
Me and Sos and Spark, we finna shoot a video probably in the next couple days.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Wow.
So, you know, I talk to Sos a lot, and Sos is magical at that. And he's not feeding him advice. He's not feeding them advice in the way that you're suggesting, but he's open to them, and he creates a bridge in that kind of way. Mostly with his talent and his music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think it's hard, man. I think it's hard that for a younger kid to learn from my lessons. It's an old nigga to them. And when I was 22, there's not much you could tell me. Like, you know, you could probably show me the older guard and be like, I'm probably going to tell you I'm harder than him.
Gotcha.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, I think the universe is exactly where it needs to be.
Word.
You know, I think we need to let these guys grow on their own. They need to be separate and independent, but they also need to have mentorship from the OGs.
Right.
And, you know,
and from your perspective, accept it too, because a lot of times they don't.
Yeah, acceptance is the biggest thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these dudes would fucking kill to be mentioned by let's say a question.
Yeah.
Or somebody that they look at in that light.
Right.
And you know, there's younger rappers that have told me, man, I look at you in that light. This is why I'm such a big name dropper. Number one, because I believe in the city.
Yeah.
But I don't co-sign nobody that I think is goofy.
Right.
I just don't speak on it. But there's some talent here. I think talent is rare. I think it's meant to be rare. And when you see it, we as a city should embrace it. And I think that's getting better.
Yeah.
I think that's getting better, man. I think you're seeing a lot of these kids, man. 1K. I don't know.
Shout out 1K.
I don't bring up 1K as much as I should.
She be rapping, man.
It's crazy because more so than this kind of tutelage that you're talking about, it's like the engagement.
Right.
It's like when we had the Falls and we had Fitzgerald's.
Yeah.
You know, them kind of local performances, I would dump through them a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm a street nigga. I like to be outside. You know, you touch these people, you talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? And in that way, you build relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I seen Eliza one time. I seen her eating some nigga, bro. Nobody knew who she was at this point, man. But you know, this kid is full of motherfucking confidence, fam.
Right.
She barring niggas, grown ass men.
Right.
So it's impressive, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you see that kind of shit, it's more organic than me saying I'm gonna come to try to take her under my wing and teach her. Nah, if I see something and she's close to me, she's around me, I'll say, yo, Yoda, man, try to move like this, fam. Because when I move like that, nigga got me in a quicksand. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I think it'll work out, man. I'm in the organics, man. I'm not really in the pressing too much. But these kids, they good, man. They smarter than we was too. And they more connected to the universe. They got the internet. They got everything. So I think they're going to be good.
That's one thing about Eliza. Eliza, talking about engagement, man, and staying in front of people's faces when it comes to social media, and her just being her. Right. I think that's what is the selling point for her too. Because she's literally just herself.
Well, she reminds me of she's connected to the culture.
Yeah.
To her generation. And that's brilliant. It's like a Soulja Boy situation. You know what I'm saying? She understands how to market herself in a way that she doesn't need tens of thousands of dollars. And that's valuable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, she built that buzz off of social media and live performances around her city. So that story, that kind of story is what I tell people rather than say, what can IQ teach me? Because you looking at the people that's in your age bracket that are moving.
Yeah.
You know, I remember being in one of these, in Epic Bar one time. And, you know, Epic might have the nights where it's like 9 niggas out there.
Yeah.
7 performing, 2 girlfriends. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds about right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm in there one night, man, and Yoda come up to me. I didn't know Yoda at the time. And he asked me, OG, how you get it moving, man? How you get it moving? How you get people out here to know your shit? You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. And there's really no answer to that, bro. I'm sitting here humbling myself, telling you today how dirty my story was.
Yeah.
I know how dirty some of these other dudes' story was. It's not what you think it is, bro. Nobody got instant success. Mm-hmm. So I told him what I could and then watched.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like it was more than a month, 2 months later that Mala Luna hit, the first Mala Luna. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he sits back and he thinks about this kind of shit. He internalizes it, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It was, you know, getting involved in this type of shit, in this kind of world, music for sure, it's a crazy place. And it's not a place for the faint of heart, and it's not a place for people that don't believe in themselves, bro, because the game is going to beat your ass. The game's going to beat you up. It's going to be a lot of nights sitting by yourself not knowing if this shit's going to work.
Right.
But, you know, the people that was built to do it, I think they doing it. I think we seen them do it already.
Right.
And that's the beauty of living in a city like San Antonio, man. We can watch it all grow. Everything will be homegrown.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Well put. Where can they find you at on social media if they, you know what I mean? If you want to give the people like that out there.
What is my shit these days, man? I'm at
see if we can find them on.
I'm at IQ type shit. IQ_type_shit with a C on Instagram. Rashad T. I'm still Rashad T on Facebook.
Okay.
And I'm Planet IQ on TikTok, man.
Oh, are you moving on TikTok like that?
Check my TikTok game out, Mozzie. I've been TikToking, dog.
Oh, wow.
I kind of like TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah.
It grew on me big, man. I like it as an outlet, man.
Yeah.
I'm an OCD guy, so anything you could put into
I see what you did there.
30-second snippets, I'll fuck with it, man. Oh, yeah. I'm still busy, man, and then my project's coming, man. This might be the magnum, what they call it, the magnum opus.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, this might be the one, man.
Yeah.
Still to this day, niggas argue with me about what they think my best project was.
Right.
But I feel like it's the closest to me. You know what I'm saying? The closer you can get to yourself, the more comfortable you feel in that studio, then that's when the music gonna start ringing. So in that sense, it's gonna be the truest version of me, man.
That's what I'm looking forward to, man.
To this day.
That's all we want, man.
Yeah, man. So
Cheap
Suits Podcast, man. Go check us out, man. We saying wild shit every motherfucking week, man. Talking that heavy smoke every week, man.
Yeah.
Shout out my brother Nasty Norm, Bulletproof.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Eduardo. Shout out my boy DeMarco, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Busy work, man.
Man, listen, IQ, appreciate you pulling up here, landing on MAZI'S World, you know what I mean?
Thank y'all for inviting me to the planet, man.
Come on, man.
I finally made it to the planet, man. Yes, sir.
Next time we talk, we're going to the rest of the other two up here, man, and
we need to do that.
We all
for sure.
Got to sit down and talk, man.
Yeah, you got to come by and sit with us. Nah, but man, I had a good time, man. And like I said, man, I've been waiting to come by, man, and everything y'all doing, it's amazing to watch, man. It's
sure,
amazing.
appreciate it. Likewise, man.
I wanted to tell you, I'm proud of you, bro.
Appreciate you, dog.
Keep growing, man.
Appreciate you, and it's all because of New Illuminati, man. Look what y'all did, man.
Yeah, that's yesterday, man. Tomorrow's gonna be a beautiful day.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow's looking like Mahi on the beach. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. MAZI'S World merch.
Right.
DaviesEntertainment.com/ I think it's MAZI'S -World. I'm not sure. Either way, visit DaviesEntertainment.com to get your MAZI'S World shirts. Also, visit 9cloudsup.com and get the MAZI'S World Collapse tee on their site as well. And I appreciate the support that all of y'all have been showing by copying the shirts and posting them on your stories. Please continue to post more. I love it. I love it all. And I will continue to reshare it, man. And thank y'all so much for the support. It's overwhelming, and wow, I'm at a loss for words, but thank you. We appreciate it over here. Continue to check us out also. Every single Monday, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Your boy Mozzie Skrills, IQ. See y'all next time.
Deserved.
Peace.
Maserati.
So focused, I just need some meaning to my name. Plus I'm cheating with these codes. If you thinking it's a game, that's real talk.